Okay. I actually am so excited to be back. I don't know if I'm going to be posting this on YouTube or my Instagram, but let's get into the video! Okay, so my new style is writing my stuff. See what I did there? I was just about to story out, but I'm not going to do that on YouTube. No. Okay, I will start writing, well, I do now anyway, I always do, but for my YouTube or content project, I have to like write it down because I'm a very in the moment kind of person. So when I start having conversations about certain topics with my friends or my acquaintances, I get really passionate about a lot of stuff, and I have been told on several occasions, if not all of them, that I have very good points, and basically I need to like narrow it down or narrate it to somebody that needs the help, like someone that's going through insecurities. As a black girl, as you know, if you have been following up with me from the past, you would know that my channel has always been Black Girl Magic kind of channel. I just didn't know how to navigate that with everything that was going on in my life, but I'm getting older now and I'm understanding how to become an adult. So yeah, we'll have to navigate it whether we like it or not. Okay. Today our topic is on colorism. It's a recent one because of the media friendly on Chris Brown's new album. I don't know particularly what song this was mentioned on, but he mentioned that he likes he likes black girls with a good hair. I'm sorry, what's good hair? Can we like just like elaborate on that? Like, what is he talking about good hair? Like, somebody did not train this guy on how to relate his opinions out, especially when you are such a big figure in the society. You cannot be socially dumb. You have to be socially aware. And this is funny enough that his fan base is more black women and they're letting him get away with this shit, excuse my language, and it's just mind-boggling to me. Like, it literally makes my skin crawl when I think of what the music industry has to do with a lot of people's basic everyday life. People don't realize that music is the frequency of our constant existence. It is the key to our souls, especially the black folk. We came from a time where we needed music to break free. We come from a time of the Nina Simones, and let me backdate it to when Martin Luther King was Martin Luther King. He needed music before he went on his rallies. If you watch his story, you would see what I'm going on about. I really don't want to go into slavery because that's preferably another topic for another day. But today we are just mainly talking about colorism in the music industry, and that has also, you know, broken through or made a subsidiary effect on the black women in our society and in the black community. So I don't know, like, I would love to hear other people's thoughts on this when I release this video. But my general topic is just to probably break it down, enlighten people, and just try and be part of a movement that wants to eradicate this stupidness, because I have never understood why the black woman is at the bottom of the food chain, like the society ladder. We have always been at the bottom. You know, we are the most mindful creatures on earth. And what I mean by that is, I see the black woman as the most caring person I would particularly know or get closer to. I'm not saying that other women are not nice and close, because I have a friendship scope where it's not just black women, and all my friends are lovely. I love them to bits and they're very caring. The woman is a caring being. The black woman, because they've been through so much, they turn to narrate that in a very different way. I don't know if anybody's gonna understand where I'm coming from. I mean, I had this discussion with my best friend, and she is mixed. She is a mixture of a Latin woman, an Arab woman, and an Italian woman. This is all her mixes. Do you see what I'm saying? And she is yellow boned, and she has the same kind of ideology as me. Like, the men of our community kind of put down the women of our community, and all we've tried to do in the years was try to uplift them. But I feel like now black women are getting tired of doing that. They're dropping the ball and leaving the court. And I feel like this is partly because of the music industry. Well, it has a lot to do. It's not mainly because of it, but it's got a lot to do with the music industry. But because you have to understand that I listen to music every day. I'm so music crazed. It's crazy. I listen to different genres of music depending on my mood and what I'm up to, because that literally is what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis. Ask anybody that knows me. I'm always singing as well. I'm not saying I'm a singer. I'm far from it, you know, but it's just one of those things that is so present in our society and on everyday life, that for people to think they can manipulate that and belittle a whole community or a whole race and gender, it's a bit mind-boggling to me. So I'm gonna go straight to the point, because when I get passionate about something, I tend to like stray away from my topics. Today, and for the rest of probably my life, when I'm trying to convey a message, I would try to get to the point before I get passionate, in a sense, because I would always be passionate about the things I care about. But I'm trying on a lighter note to make sure people understand from where my standpoint before they judge. I'm gonna try to keep it, you know, grounded from here on out. But so what is colorism? A lot of people ask me what colorism is about. Comes from, it's not racism, because it happens within you know, a race. It spreads out to other races, but it's primarily what people do in the same race, like different shades of the same race. So it comes from the roots of European colonialism. I get so like nervous when defined in my terms as skin color stratification, whereby it's a form of oppression, and it primarily means or identifies where the lighter tones get favored in their community, while the darker tone get mistreated or disregarded or rejected. And I would say that to say that I experience it as well in my everyday life since I could remember. For example, take our world today, and I'm primarily gonna be basing this topic in the music industry because of recent events. In my personal opinion, I feel like lighter tones are looked upon as more marketable, and in the society that we find ourselves in right now, it's a very superficial one, I'd say. It's hard to find realness in the world now. I mean, I hope we would get to a point where we start to dig deep in order to find that, because it is needed with our growth, our mental stability, and our spiritual health. But we are literally in a society where it was so superficial. It's hard not to even be sometimes. Lighter tones, for example, take a look at Instagram. You know, lighter tones women are more glorified on social media platforms and in the music industry. You would rarely see a really dark tone video vixen. Like the one that I know of is Bria Miles, and I feel like the reason why she even gets her gigs is because of the body that she has, you know, she has. Like, she's got that body as well that they need, but she doesn't get the gigs, you know, she doesn't get more recognition, I feel like, anyway, this is my opinion, before anybody comes to me, than the Bria Miles of the industry wouldn't get. Like, I'm not just basing this on Bria Miles. She's the one person that I know that people would relate to, but there's loads of darker tone video Vincent girls that don't get the recognition that they need. So the Bria Miles will probably not get picked, but who is the video Vincent thing? Is it Lashante? But she's from a mixed background. I think she's half Vietnamese, half black, so she's a Blackanese girl. I don't know if I'm right, but Lashante, she's got a kid with Brandon Jennings, the ball player. I was in like a few Neo videos back in the day. If you don't know what song I'm talking, it's like Closer. That girl. Anyway, she would get the gigs more, in my opinion, more than what Bria Miles would get. You know what I'm saying? Or probably get paid more because of her skin tone, the way her hair looks, and it's so long, and all that shit, right? But why is that? Why is that? I feel like the rap industry and the entertainment industry, because when you take a look at football players or ball players in America and their co-partner, their partners in life, they're fairly lighter toned. And I feel like there's certain comments that go around on social media, like especially with football players in the UK. I'm from London, so shout out to my Londoners. There are a lot of comments on social media about the darker toned women. I get that you have a preference. I would never knock that down. You know, everybody's got what they're into. You know what I'm saying? But you do not have to knock down a whole race, a whole community of ladies to put yourself up or to make your lady feel any better, because that's not what we're talking. That's not what we're doing here. We're not gonna make your or you as a dumb man feel better for you to put a black woman down. That's just crazy. That's just morally wrong. You know, like, I don't understand where you have it in you that you have a black mama, right? But it's okay for you to go on social media, grab your little iPhone, and you start typing shit that doesn't concern you. God's looking at you like, what is this guy doing? Like, I didn't bring you here to be messing around. You better straighten the fuck up. Like, I didn't want to swear today, but it's okay. I'll probably edit that out. Yeah, so my outlook on this is just mental. I think someone should check Chris Brown, because he is just, as we know, he's got demons that he is sorting out, hopefully. But it's not just Chris Brown. There's other people that have had, you know, buzz around them, like Tory Lanez. That one, but his character just makes my skin crawl, because he is another self-hating bastard. Because there's no way in life you would go around demeaning another human being, but you're out here saying God is, you know, God is love. Where's the love, bro? Where is the God love that's in you? Where is it? Because this is not it. You know, you should not be going around putting black women down for your own personal gain, your own personal happiness. Nobody cares how you bloody feel. So chill out. Chill out. This is me getting, like, annoyed. People don't understand that colorism takes a toll on you. Black women have been insecure for millennials, and it's still a topic where we're still trying to heal from. But then you have this mofos out here still trying to put us down for what we can't change. We were born like this. I mean, some women have tried bleaching, but that just makes your knuckles grey. Color differentiation on your skin, it just makes your knuckles have your skin color that you were born with, that God blessed you with, the melanin that you're supposed to have to protect you from this cancerous sun, right? from what you have bleached. You do let me just make this point. People do realize, people that bleach their skin, men or women, you do realize there's actual bleaching agents that we use to bleach our toilets, our sinks, you know, unblock our drains in those products, right? For you to take that now and put it on your skin, do you know what you're doing to your surface? You are literally stripping everything back that God gave you to protect pollution, everything that comes with this earth that must necessarily, that would fight. Because as human beings, there's a lot of things that our bodies fight that we don't even realize. Our immune system is there to fight away bacterial infection if it's minor. Then if it's major, we then take the medication to lower that, and our immune system still fights it to eradicate that. So now when it comes to black women, everybody's got melanin, by the way. We just kind of have a lot. That is why we are darker toned. Okay? And that's a blessing in its own right. Not saying every skin tone is not a blessing, because we all have bodies that we should be thankful for. We all have got divine souls that we should be thankful for. We are all art, right? Because Jesus and God have a magic brush, honey. They be painting us for reals out here. We are literally God's art. For you to take that now and manipulate that into your own bumble jumble is beyond me. Absolutely, I cannot comprehend that. It's baffling. And for now, other people that feel because they're lighter toned, they can put you down because backdating to slavery, you having a lighter shade was more acceptable to society. It's crazy. We sit here, the black community sit here, and we scream Black Lives Matter, right? But we are still the same people degrading different shades in what we come in. Explain to me how that makes sense. How that will make sense to someone that is evidently not black in our community. How do you expect people to respect us? How do you expect people to respect us if we don't respect ourselves? How do you expect people to love us if we keep putting down ourselves? That shows that we have a division in our community where there is no love, there is no respect, and there is no divinity. So what do you make of that? What do you make of that if the people that our younger folk look up to, like the Chris Browns and the Tory Lanez, who else is a colour hating prick out there? There's loads. I'm just focusing on, you know, the ones that have kind of made a media, impact. And the music industry too. They tend to like prefer to have like lighter toned black girls on their screens or in their labels because they just deemed prettier. Back in the day, okay, I think every black girl can relate to this line, right? I have got it so many times. I will punch in his nuts the next time I get it. I'm not a violent person, depending on the day. Okay, we're gonna scratch that. Anyway, you're pretty for a black girl. Tell that to your mama. Don't come for me with that. You know, do not come for me with, oh, you're pretty for a black girl. What in the world does that line even mean? I'm sorry, like, elaborate. I thought being pretty was just you being pretty. I thought beauty was supposed to be held in the beholder's hand. It's a bit daunting. I think, oh my God, this guy is just, you know, hating on darker tones. Prick. That is your biggest market, by the way. Your biggest audience are black women, dark-skinned women. How are you gonna hate on your own bread? How are you gonna piss in your own sink? What? Why is it that humans are the only people on this planet that feel the need to I can't even speak English right now. Honestly, we have come this far to be this stupid again. Like, we are supposed to elevate. The aliens or whoever is out there is looking at us like, these motherfuckers gonna die one day and not even make nothing out of this earth that we're given. Honestly, right? This is dumb. We are bickering about our skin color. Anyway, that's my point of view. I feel like I'm missing something that I didn't touch on. Like, Americans are messy, man. Like, I mean, the world's messy, but Americans take it too far. Like, back in the day, they had something called the brown paper back test. I don't know if I would pass it. I wish I don't. Because it's summertime. I'm about to turn into a Snicker bar, honey. Anyway. So, if you didn't pass that test, you wouldn't get offered a job as a black person in America. I'm going to give a moment of silence for all the ancestors that fought for us, because this is some bullshit. These activists, this black, God-loving, heartwarming, caring, emotional beings that walked this earth before. This is all for them. Then you have people that think breakdancing is where it's at, right? And then they have the audacity to put down a whole creatures, a creation of God, because they feel the need to, or because they feel good in themselves. Honey, if you loved yourself, you would not feel the need to put somebody else down. So maybe, just maybe, this is just my theory, it starts with you. Dig deep, and then you come back and tell me what the problem is. Why do you feel the need to have listen, my point is, explore the world. There's so many beautiful women in every race out there. You don't need to put another woman from another race or community down to make yourself feel better. That's where this is a problem. You feel the need to put a human being that you didn't give birth to, you didn't create, you don't pay their bills, you don't make sense of their life, you don't know what demons they're going through, insecurities they have had from the past they are still trying to leave behind and move forward in life and become better people. And you sit every day on your Instagram with your demons yourself, trying to put another person down because of how they were made, how they were created, and how they were born into this world. You are a sicko. You need help. You need help. And I'm not even going to take that. I talk about colorism every day because I see it every day. It's at the workplace. It's at, at the clubs. Like, it's everywhere. But I would never think someone of such high influence in the society. The thing is, it's not okay that you feel the need to go that far, to put someone, you feel the need to put someone down because of them being black and them having afro hair. Do you understand that that is a mental situation in its own right? You need to make sense of that before you put it in your music, in anything that you want to put out there as art, because you have to understand that people are going to judge your art whether you like it or not. It's art. It's going to be put out there for people to interpret in their own personal ways, and for you to put something out that is so, what's the word? is so profoundly like, it's like a trigger in our society. It's not cool, because you're giving people that are not from our race the right to feel a certain way about us to start with, and to make us feel bad for being black women. You know, we are trying in this day and age to like exonerate the black woman from the bottom of the food chain. We're trying to make that whole black girl magic stuff. You know, I don't understand like how people go to the lengths of just being that hateful. So it's just something to think about. Like, I mean, it was on my mind, and I thought I should relay my thoughts. I don't know why, but it's something that it's really close to my heart, because it's what I deal with every day. Like, I'm black. I'm a black girl growing up in a Western world. Like, it's a messy world. Like, even colorism is back home. You know, with us being told since backdating like slavery times and colonialism that we're not good enough. We're beautiful creatures. Every creature is. Every skin tone is. Do you know what I mean? So why go to the lengths of putting one particular skin tone down because you feel that they're not beautiful enough? Are you God? Like, are you Jesus? Like, who the hell do you think you are? Because you ain't. You'll never be. None of us will ever be, because he created us. So why are you shunning his creation, and you want to call yourself God-fearing and God-loving? Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, think about it. Like, it absolutely doesn't make any sense. Before I go, I just want to say that people need to understand that this media manipulation thing, it's real. Like, the media manipulates on people's emotions and minds and mindfulness. So whatever you take from your social media feeds and stuff, you have to analyze it before you let it sink into your brain. Because once it goes into your cerebellum, you're done. You know, like, you need to then figure out a way to like maneuver that with your thoughts, and then either eradicate it or make it, you know, a reality or something that you believe, a belief. And that if your belief is, it's a wayward one, you're never gonna elevate in life. And I'm just being honest. Like, that's the truth about life. If you feel the need to be a hateful person by going by someone's color of their skin, you discriminate them, you reject them, you disregard them, you maltreat them, I don't know. I honestly don't know how to, you know, define that. I will call it absolute madness, but someone else will have another opinion. And then I don't need anybody to come and tell me, but preference is preference. I understand that. Preference is preference. People are attracted to whoever they're attracted to. You can't help that. You know, you need to have a physical attraction before you... My point is putting down another person just because you're not attracted to them. You know, someone else could be attracted to them because you're so influential and you've put word out there that you are not attracted to somebody because of your personal, you know, preferences. Someone that idolizes you will take on that, even if that wasn't their initial belief to start with. Am I making sense? I don't know if I'm making sense, but I hope this gets to someone that understands where I'm coming from. And I hope this enlightens somebody to like maybe speak their mind, or not feel like society deeming them not beautiful. That's what they actually are, because you are beautiful. Like, everybody is stunning in their own right. You don't know what you bring to the plate. You just have to explore. Do not let society, and I'm talking to the black girl here or to the brown girl, you know, whatever tone, whatever race you come from, you know, there is colorism in typically every ethnic race. Do you see what I'm saying? You know, so for the brown girl and the darker skinned girls, honey, I think they're so beautiful. Like is so uniform. Like, it's just ebony in its finest, like, that is just beautiful to me. Like, that skin, like that, do you understand when that skin goes under the sun, it just glows. Like, it's just glowy. The sun and dark skin, there's something that just makes it into gold. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. This is what I'm talking about, God being a paintbrush. Like, he knew what he was doing. So for a human being that is the same level as you to tell you that you're not beautiful when they did not create you, they didn't paint you, darling, you are art, you should not feel any way about it. No way about it. Because the black man doesn't get as much shame as we do. The brown man doesn't. But the brown girl and the dark skinned girls, they go through it. Because the light toned girls are told they are beautiful because that's what society impended on us. So when you grow up as a lighter toned person, you somewhat become obnoxious depending on your background, depending on what you were recited. The mind is a very complex thing. We need to understand that the brain and the mind is the biggest computer that's ever gonna be. We can store stuff and we never crash, except we're on drugs. That's what crashes. That is our kryptonite for the brain. That is literally the virus for our chip. But if you don't get close to your virus, and your brain could work for a lifetime. So if you infiltrate your mind with all this stuff, you could easily crash. You don't want to crash. This is for my brown girls. You have to take time for yourself, reevaluate life, and everything. You have to understand that the external that's what it is. It's external. You do not need external factors to determine your internal beliefs or how you feel about yourself, because that's painful. And I mean, I've been through it. I'm going through it. There's so many things I deal with in my daily life that I don't even self-express it to myself, but I know it's there. I kind of push it back just because, I'm gonna get emotional now, because this is just such a broad spectrum of a topic that I can't even base it on a simple factor. But it's just due to current events that it sparked more of a discussion again as well. We need to understand this. Like, it's crazy. The funny thing is, Chris Brown signed by Sony, right? So that record has been played like a bazillion times before it got released. Albums get worked on for like 10 months up until years before they get released. So that's not a slip up. That's something that was supposed to be there because that's how you feel. That's how you want your art to be conveyed. So you do not just snap away from that. No. You have felt this way probably your entire life. But that's up to you. But for you to demean and crush a young black girl's dream, loved you, but you just said that, and they're like looking in the mirror thinking, oh my God, my idol doesn't like. The funny thing about life is when you realize how beautiful you are from the inside, it comes out into the outside. So it all starts within you. I don't know how to stress more on this topic, but it's really it. And that's probably where I'm gonna have to leave this video. I mean, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if anybody feels the need to listen to Olga rant or talk, I mean, if you do, just leave some comments below and topics that you want me to like. I didn't really want to say much on this topic today. Let's elaborate on life and try to get rid of social issues. Like, this is dumb issues we shouldn't really be talking about. Like, we should be talking about how to deal with actual wars that are going on in like less developed countries in Africa or the Caribbean or India or in Asia, in you know, Asia, Southeast Asia, like, you know, like so many stuff we should be talking about that are much bigger issues than colorism. Okay, I don't get it. Black is beautiful. So for today, I don't want to stress more on this because it's like 1 a.m. and I need to get to sleep. So thank you for watching, and I would probably see you in my next Olga Talks. That's what we're going to call this. Olga Talks. Yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend. It's Friday. Yeah. I mean, I'm working all weekend. If I show you the stack of work I've got to do, it's crazy. But yeah. Peace. And thank you again for watching. Bye, guys.